Hey y'all, it's Nani here. New island today, Island of History Museum. And it's Thursday. Happy Thursday, almost the weekend. Okay, two decorations. This is the main reward for completing all the quests. And this one right here is the first decoration you can get. That took me about 5,300 energy to get that one right there. Here's the game's info. It's a 14-day island. If you want to save up some energy first, then you have 14 days to start the island. Both of these are just deco. They don't do anything, but they are a cool new look, new theme. I like the theme. If you're not going to do the island, don't forget to visit at least once and grab the bronze chest that's right here behind this wall. I'm not really sure y'all even need a map to do this island because the whole thing is just like this. You can see where to go right there. And the whole island is actually like this, so pretty easy peasy getting through there. Anyway, first task, get into the Pharaoh area over here. When I first visited this island on one of my other accounts, I thought, oh, what's going to happen here? And I chopped these. There's no cash in there. It's just regular wood stuff and grass and whatnot. So if you're not going to do the island, don't waste your energy chopping over here where you can't get through the wall. All right, once you get into this area, the first thing you're going to have to do, this is the first actual quest, collect miraculous water and revive our ghosts, or exorcise the ghosts from our what do you call these things, knights. And then you're gonna have to go that way. It's so easy. The paths are right there, you can see them all. All right, the water is going to be coming out of these things right there. So going room to room, you can see here I chopped through like this, and this is what you're going to be chopping. So I had initially seen somebody post in my group that it was like 11K for this island. I did it for way less than that. And the key is going to be just kind of being really careful what you chop. You can see that this over here is a lot more energy to get through. And we have an 80, an 80, and an 80. And then your 70 is over here. I had chopped this, and then I think this 30, and then it opened the 70. Let me verify that. All right, yeah, you can see right here, I chopped a 30 and then another 30 and then the 70 right here. So the key is to just be very careful what you're chopping. Go slowly and hover around to find the least amount of energy, because this is a lot more energy than 30, 30, and 70. There's another look at that. So here's another one. I think the path I took was this one. I went 70, 20, 50. Y'all can do the math on these others if you want, but these are the paths that you could have taken. So, the key is just, there are 3 or 4 chops between each room, and try to find the lowest energy path to save yourself some energy. Because it didn't take me anywhere near 11K. I did it for 8K. All right, so the first part of the quest, you coming into this room down here first, and then through this way, and you can see the places where you can get water. And like I said, you're going into rooms, so it's really easy to see the doorways through, and the key is just getting, picking the lowest energy path to get through your 3 or 4 chops into each room. Some butterflies, amazingly, in here. There's also marble. If you need that, keep your eyes open for that. 3 chests in this area that I found. I will note that it is really hard to see the chest in this sort of island setup. They do not stand out, so I'm going to have to go back over my island and see if I missed anything, but I know there were 3 in this first section. After that, we are getting to the Egyptian Hall, and this door will open when you finish that first part right in here. All right, so for this part, initially we're going to be doing 2 of these and getting rid of these 2 mummies right here, but then the second part of the quest will be doing the same thing in the rest back there. So these are the first 2, and these are flip games. And it's almost like impossible to fail as long as you're not trying to make secondary matches, which I did not. If I didn't get a match, just by chance, then I skipped matches, and you have plenty of flips to get your 2 eyes each time, as long as you're not trying to get secondary matches. All right, so then the next part of this quest is doing pretty much the same thing, but that's where you're going to get your first reward right here. And it was about 5,300 energy total when I got that reward. So these things right here open the caches. It's going to be this, and you have to find the little trigger. I have another map. I'll find that here in a sec. You have to flip this trigger to get through there. All right, you can see I flipped the trigger right there, and it zipped me into this room, and there are sparklies on there. And here's a gold chest hiding right behind there, so don't miss that. A couple more flip games here. All right, and then here's the whole map for that area. The black here are chests. This was the gold one that I showed you a minute ago. There's a bronze one right here and a silver right there. So the first room we entered into was right there. Here's the second room, and the little trigger is right there. And then here's the third room, and the little trigger right there. And then all of these with the blue are the flip games you have to play. You're not going to be able to click on your mummies until after you get all these flip games won, but they're really easy to win. So these little sparkly tables inside there, when I clicked it, the first one had phosphorus, the second one had bandages, and the third one had wire. And I completed this part of the quest, and there was nothing to do with those, so I still am not sure what we're going to be doing with those. So those things do not show up here in my backpack, nor are they on my boat dock either, the phosphorus and wire and bandages. So I'm still not sure what I'm going to be doing with those. This is the part of the quest I'm on now. All right, back to the end of the other one. Once you get this all done right here, and like I said, it was about 5,300 energy, you get your dinosaur egg reward. All right, if you have trouble finding that, it's under decorations right there, and I just typed in egg under all, and it popped up, but I know it is under decorations. All right, and if you guys want to see how big that is, there it is right there. If you're all wondering if I'm ever going to get Raphael off this beach, the answer is probably not. All right, so the next part of the quest, we need to assemble the Tyrannosaurus skeleton, which is right here. Assemble smoke machines, and then pour fuel on the braziers. So to assemble the skeleton, you're going to need these boxes with the shell on there. The braziers are right there. And you're going to be doing your smoke machines on these little shiny circles on the ground. All right, that's what that looks like when you click on there. We're going to need those boxes. There's a couple more boxes back here, and they're all around. We're going to need this oil stuff right here for the braziers, and they're going to be in these vases around. All right, the smoke machines we are assembling here. The stuff you're going to need for that in the little futuristic looking space places, you're going to find these caches right here. Going through here, I found a couple of chests. I think it's kind of early for me to have this map. I need to do a final map, but bronze chest there. I think that was gold behind this one. Really hard to see, so keep your eyes open for that stuff. There's a silver one right here in the area when we first come in through this way. All right, so here's that entire last area right here. So, and I have all the fog cleared, and it's about 8K to clear the entire island. So the chests I found are marked in black right there. You can see the braziers on the ground looking here. The little vases look like that. Here's some more vases over here, and then go through and collect these cache things right there, which I'm about to do right now. All right, so it might be a little bit more than 8K because collecting these are going to take 20, 40, 60. So let me see how many of those there are. I totally might have spoken way too soon with the 8K figure. I hope it doesn't turn out being 11K. I'm going to run out if that's the case. Dang it. Let me see if these are taking anything. No. Those don't appear to be taking anything. All right. All right, my bad. These are each taking 30 also. Here's one. I'm going to have to redo my calculations, and you'll know how much I hate math. Dang it. All right, well, I'm at 9,200 energy right now, so I'm going to go through and finish everything and hope that there isn't something else taking energy. I will be right back. Let me make sure it's not taking anything to do that. All right. Oh, I have to do 3 of those. So where's the other one? Oh, same place. All right, wish me luck. Let me finish up. All right, I'm on the last thing. We'll see if I'm done or have something else. We gotta light the smoke. What's the rustling? Chitter chatter. Chitter chatter. And that's it, the end. Okay. I don't know what happens with the phosphorus bandage and wire, or maybe I used it and didn't realize it, or maybe there's an extra I got to figure out. All right, so when you get back home, under decorations, there is your Tyrannosaurus Rex skeleton. And he's really big, and I don't know what I'm going to do with him. He's humongous. What am I going to... I'm going to have to find some place to put him. He's huge. All right, so I don't know what's going on with that extra stuff. I'm going to ask the game on their Facebook page and see if I missed something, or maybe those got used and I didn't even realize it. All right, y'all. So there's the final reward right there. We've got this one right here. Interesting island, new setup. I don't even know if the maps are really necessary, but it was fun. So it ended up being just over 9K for the whole thing. All right, y'all, that's going to be it for today. Please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. It's free to do that, share my videos, etc. I hope everybody has a great upcoming weekend, and I will be back with y'all real soon. We'll have a new Florin Island in a day or two. That's it. All right, y'all have a great day. Thank you so much.